Alrighty, where actually is the next one? Was this one locked? Leopard to the next level. Alright, well that works. What up? Cool. Viewpoint land. So we need 2 batteries. There's one. Definitely right now what I'm wondering is that, like, okay, they've introduced the gimmicks. They went really heavy on the gimmicks actually in the first episode. A lot of aesthetic gimmick, like just sort of just in general, like here's a bunch of things that would be appealing to look at, and like things that would kind of sell you on the how neat the core thing is. But the question I have now is how much of a puzzle can you get out of these systems? A photocopier, that's interesting. Right out the gate, I'm like, I maybe want to hold on to that one for a second. I might want to hold on to that one for a minute before I put that. Alright. Ooh, does the photocopy version look worse? That's fun. Oops. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is the original. And there's the photocopy. Oh, it's such a shitty photocopy. It's great. I love that. So obviously now I need to look at this a little bit. Play around with this a little bit. That's trippy. They know to give us toys. Original and photocopied boxes. Gotta love the amount of ideas, yeah. Huge flower at this perspective. Like, damn. Well, that's enough for now. A lot of sandbox going on. Wild execution on the actual technical stuff. Just always a little suspicious of where it's gonna go.
On second thought, why don't I write this one down?
Oop. See, I saw the prompt to pick something up more than I actually saw the duck, really. Is it a cap on how many photocopies you can make? No, no, it still says 4. I don't think it went down. Well, I've got to make a photocopy of a photocopy, right? Okay, it is letting me make them. Okay, so the number goes down at the beginning. These observably get worse. They might all be the same. They may have not embraced that particular part. Oops. So my goal is basically just to get over there, right? I have a second floor. Oh, is that my goal? Maybe. Oh, right. I can just rotate the thing. Gotta remember the original premise of some of what I can do there. It'd be interesting to get into the weeds of how exactly it chooses to attach or not attach to distant objects. Like the entire scale would have to change based on what you seem to be lining it up with. The question is whether or not it changes that dynamically, or if it's just like always the same size, but the levels are just designed for it to work out well. Water doesn't need to have a smell. I couldn't stop thinking about this while watching Hiraya tend to her plants today. There's an addictive quality to this place that makes up for the inaccuracies that surround us when we come here. Out of thin air, we create beauty that tickles some, but not all of our senses. It tickles some, but not all of our senses. Strictly speaking, the code we create is a technical marvel and designed new structures thrills me like nothing else. But the novelty of it all makes it too easy to forget what a real flower smells like. And I don't want to forget. Oops. Hello. Oh, kitty cat. Hi. Oh, is that the mischievous cat we heard about? What is that? Oh, that's the teleporter. That's where it is. Oh. No, the teleport's off in the background. I wanted to make it align with this top floor. And now I'm like, how do you make something align or not? It keeps going in the background. Like we disagree on which part it would want to align with. I think it's at least connected now. Maybe F will help more with that. Yeah, that part's less clear. That might be a struggle going forward. It might be tough to like make the thing connect the way that needs to be. Right, I can do a little jump. Oh, right. Earlier I was like, I can't get into that one house. The lip is too much lip. I forgot that I can literally jump. Kind of an important detail about the game.
I wonder what else is in. No, what's that?
Some of these worlds or whatever are pretty short. Optional challenge. We have an exit. I gotta keep an eye out. I gotta play the optional challenge though, obviously. What does the game currently consider to be a hard challenge? Considering what I've encountered so far. Chocolate. Take a seat. Those are neat. Spooky hallway. Or slightly moody hallway at least. In the darkness. Ooh. It secretly goes elsewhere. Okay, so my goal is to be able to hop downward. Means I want to align. That's not really that aligned game. I don't know if we agree on the definition of aligned right now. Closer. Oh. This is neat. I definitely saw a photo on this table that I'm curious about. Ah. There's a photo on that table too. Okay. Well, I seemingly can't have both of them. Or maybe I could. I'd have to be able to place it in a place where there's a floor under the under one of the sides. I'm not sure that's applicable. The level of, there's not that level of verticality in my movement so far usually. This looks like the meme about the illusion of choice, which is funny. Ooh. Yeah, these photos break the rules so far. Or maybe they don't. Is it all contained within the perspective of... They're designed to seem like they're breaking the rules. So I was about to say, you can only continue the room in the direction of the projection. And these photos contain a bunch of detail that's not in the original photo. But it is within the cone of the photo, right? I thought they were cheating and having the perspective go crazy off bounds, but it does seem to be within the cone of the photo. Like it starts narrow and then the maze gets wider the further we go. I'm on top of the maze. I got a ducky. I got a maze ducky. But I don't currently have a photo. So this one creates a maze that makes you go higher. It definitely makes me wonder if there's a trick you could use to get back. But here I can't reach that. Whoa! How does diagonal work? Wait, is that the trick? Diagonal. Ugh. Wait. Again? Oop. That's too steep. Too steep. Doing it that way doesn't work. Okay. I keep nabbing the photos. Is there a teleporter somewhere? Okay, the paintbrush is curious. That implies floor. We going this way? There is a different photo there. That one made me loop. This is getting really surreal now. Oh. Got it. That was fun. They went fully weird with that one for sure. Oh. What'd you get bored and go away?
I must admit, I'm surprised you made it this far. It's been a while since someone's wandered around this place, and it's good to have you. Shall we continue onward? The train will take us to Horias Station, a place where science and art meet nature.
I did not expect the cat to speak, but I guess it's not a real cat, so there's no rules. Aharon. Aaron. Isn't that just like the logo of the game or something? D is next. Oh. Little menu. Then select.
Aran was a brilliant designer. All the lovely artistic elements you see are all thanks to his handiwork. Though his colleagues were just as amazing in their own right. Their work was always set to change the world. Or so they said. Often. Oh, I'm Cait, by the way. An artificial record keeper, developed by Mirren to maintain this place. I'll be here to assist you in any way that I can. And I look forward to seeing what wonders you discover.
An infinite void of mountains and serenity.
Glad to find out that's how they got around.
It almost seems silly that that's how they got around. They could just place the island they want to go to in a photo, you'd think.
Whoa, is that a tree? These are sick! Wonder if the founder here knew how to rock. Yeah, where's my applause?
She's so sure that she's cute and funny, and it's really grating. Oh my god, she's so grating. It feels like competition. I didn't expect electric guitars to fail the bookshelf test, but they specifically gave us a variety, and then they don't match. They are symmetrical though, so it comes across as intentional. But why two of each, I wonder? Pink fish. The floor. Throwing in their own band posters along the way.
This must be the next set.
It is funny.
Maybe we'll find out more about the work being done in this area.
This game might be better with her not in it. I can't mute voices because there's other voices. She's like, oh, that answers the question of how they got around the crazy tram. And I'm like, we have teleporters. What do you mean? Anything that raises more questions, they just have a bonus transportation system. Those cassettes, I think? How old were cassettes at this point? There's a lot of like vintage visuals in here. But this whole place must have been made sometime in the future compared to us. But I guess, you know, people are old. Ooh. What's up with that? Can I like view it from an angle where it becomes a real? Oh. I'll never take the art of walking into your work for granted. We can make the projection happen on its own now. Or at least there's an alternate way of doing it now. It doesn't involve that specific technique. Bit out of bounds, but I'm being cute. Blech. I guess these are like purely decorative solar panels. Because this isn't reality. It's raining within the photo. But the rain is only within the bounds of the photo. Like the photo knows the rain has to happen, so the rain keeps happening, but the actual... Ooh, that'll be fun. So now the puzzle's going to be how to make the photo happen. That's actually a fun idea. But yeah, the rain doesn't have to be justified in the environment because the photo just has to make sure the rain's continually happening right there.
Nice one. That's weird. Sorry, the simulation is really buggy on my end, but...
Maybe she'll lose her connection and not be able to say anything. Oh no. Definitely at a higher angle. Pet the kitty. Oh, notify the Twitter account or whatever about petting dogs. You can pet the cat. That's worth a post. I remember when I saw a video essay that was like, and here's why can you pet the dog is ruining gaming. And I'm like, maybe sometimes things just aren't that deep, man. Maybe it's not worth the criticism. All your hard work has led you to this moment. We're going to change the world.
Hey, can you hear me? Hello? Oh, wait. Oh, I think this is voicemail. So weird. Sorry about this. I've been trying to get back in contact with you. We should be able to communicate through this method, though. I'll keep trying to call. On the bright side, I've been monitoring your vitals in the system, and we're still green on my end. I'll keep you posted if anything changes. Good luck in there.
My vitals are still green? Aren't I standing inside of a dome? Maybe I'm strapped in some way and I'm like, it's in my brain or something. It definitely gave the impression I was just walking around in a dome that keeps me centered, which means that the whole falling part, I don't even know what falling is like actually. Like, what does that mean? Bring these to the planning session. That's just some mountains. Whenever the photos are just of the sky, you're basically getting the chance to like destroy oh, we're getting bananas this time. Or fruit magnets? Show diagram 121C to our Aharon. Is it Aaron? He'll laugh hard enough to wet himself. Oh, no thank you.
These are interesting experiments, and I like that they're reliant on creativity. There's a lot of creativity in nature. Unexplainable things that uproot themselves and find virtue. I'll make sure to keep an eye out and see how this experiment might blossom.
Alright. Neat. There's definitely a part of the brain that goes like, she's only gonna call now, right after she had the most annoying voice lines in so far. Maybe if I just don't answer the phone. All it takes is one seed. I'd be tempted, but I'm doing a Let's Play, so it's presenting it for an audience. So we take the game as it is. Interesting. So you're in my way. We're gonna want to go this way when we break through. But I really gotta remember I can jump. Okay, taking the advanced step to destroy that particular piece of wall gives me the access I need. And we can continue.
Seeing you walk around this place brings back memories.
must realize that what we build with our hands is not enough. But to truly bring something to life, we must breathe life into it ourselves. There is
Brilliant,
no life
isn't
in
it?
calculations on a board or in numbers on a screen. But there's life in our hands. The way we hold, the way we care.
It's essentially an anti-AI game. Discussing the specificity of the need to create. Oh, the cards. Brainstorming. How to use our screen printing in Mural. Success? Mural orchards? Mirren. Dream big but remain practical. Paradox. Strawberries? Windowsill code can apply back home. Hiraya to code biochar soil variants. She doesn't look happy. I'll paint her a boggrass tree anyway. Potential colors for Hiraya's boggrass tree. Those ones. Oops. How does the perspective of... Oh. Don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. Was not expecting there to be physics there. Oh, I broke the spring for the cable. So we don't want to sever any of those connections. Thank goodness the sensible ideas guy tagged along for the meeting. You mean the outrageously handsome guy with the killer dress sense? I take it back. They're communicating like in... Hello? It feels like the messages in Talos Principle, but those were very asynchronous in that they didn't even exist in the same setting as each other. Are they having extremely slow asynchronous post-it note conversations when they see each other in person? Fruit trees or healing trees like the boggrass. Practical suggestions only, please. I second Hiraya's boggrass tree idea. It's one of the nature's most awesome, awe-inspiring designs. Plant placed biofilters. Ah, Leo to model a biofiltration system. Biochar batch testing. Long? Someone's name is that, right? Long. But it also seems to be like a pun. I long to model a biofiltration system. Like... Is that the person's name, or are they specifically riffing on it as a pun for I long? Because it fits the sentence there, too. You turn all these things on in order to... Yeah, we're recreating the RGB. The elements of the color. In order to put it all back together. Oh. I really thought I was gonna have to bridge the gap with the cards. Perfect spot for a nap, no? Don't fall off the ledge. Would you miss me if I did? I would miss your mystery herbal brews. Did we already fix it? There it is. What do I do with these then? Kind of just wondering if there was like weird secrets under the level. If I break perspective carefully enough, I could hop down onto it and look under here. Yeah, I don't really see anything to investigate. I don't... You just fall out. So weird. Alright. I guess we're just fucking about. There's your biofiltration system, weirdly 90 degrees off from how you'd expect to show it. Actually, no, is it? Oh, is the idea that it's water filtering through the roots of like wall plants? That might be the idea. Teleport to next level. Wait, am I back in the hub? Oh, I didn't even register the fact that I'm back in the hub, and as opposed to being in a level. Okay, well, check that one out then. Yeah, I'm not nearly as familiar with this one. I didn't really explore the hub this time. I just kind of started doing levels immediately. Hi. Raises some questions. You look like you're in the zone, so I'll come back later. That would feel weird to be in my office and then walk out and see a note like that. Like somebody just stared at me and walked away. But like in a real-time note about it. Excellent growth. Move to phase 2 planter with the others. More vermaculite for this test batch. Volatile minerals for next round of biochar tests. Please work. My dreams are too practical and my plans are too dreamlike. Mirren said as much to me the other day when I joked that if the master hard drive goes up in smoke, we'll always have our memories. If it doesn't take us along for the ride. If it doesn't take us along for the ride. Personally, I found my excellent double pun to be funny. She was not amused. They're talking about if there's a hardware failure, it might kill them, let alone just losing the technology in general. It's just as well there's no winning a game of words with her. A long time ago I learned that only results can make a certain type of person pay attention. Luckily, the biochar experiments are going better than expected. Soon I'll have interesting findings to share. Now if I can just stabilize my soil variables, the loop I've programmed might have a chance of crossing over into our world. That's a trippy quilt. Play to the perspective zone. This one probably has a different thing going on overall. Biochar case studies for Mirren. Note to self, open with a pun?
I believe their name is Melanie. Some of Araya's more playful work.
Melanie terrifies me. Gitty gitty. Is that a concha? Or just like some bun? I'm not sure. What is the... Oh, hello. Doesn't seem like it wants to rotate. Look through Viewfinder. That's the name of the game. Oh, they're tutorializing something, aren't they? I'm gonna have the ability to use a camera more directly, aren't I? They're constraining the my control right now with the hopes that I comprehend what the hell's happening as we onboard through the mechanics. I'm totally gonna have access to an actual camera at some point.
I've been running these biochar experiments for a few days now. Every time I think I finally achieved the perfect soil composition and nutrition. As soon as I mimic future climate conditions, poof! I will
Be sure to catch my good side, alright?
It's disheartening, but not enough to slow me down. There must be something I'm missing. Maybe.
Excellent shot.
Maybe can talk to Mirren about it.
Was definitely priming myself to need both staircases, but not this case. Yeah, this is neat. Yeah, I can't look around at all. All I can do is print it. This gives me a chunk of lore to work on. To angle very carefully so that you don't overwrite everything. Okay, so the button for making it line up is not always reliable. Whatever it's basing it on doesn't always make sense to me. Gotta keep it out. Yeah, the fruits are hard to keep track of because it's just a normal object that blends into the environment to me.
I feel like G long, but I have a solution to this. This mess of my own making. He must know what Mirren has been working on. Squirreled away in her own little corner. Maybe I can find a way to help. That might put us back on good terms.
Mending relationships often felt harder for her eye than denting to her plans. I wonder why she always put in the effort despite that.
I feel like you... okay. The writing in this game definitely exists. Curious about... You would have to go down. There's something on the other side of this platform. We need like the perspective to make sense. Oh, is it just solar panels? Oh, those are just solar panels up there. Okay, yeah, this whole side of the platform doesn't matter. I don't need that. But yeah, like we have the audio log slowly playing out a bit of story, and then we just have the modern character alongside us just explaining the text to us, which is just kind of a weird move. But yeah, tons and tons of notes about how to maintain all of these details. There's even hidden ones everywhere. A lot of really specific ones tied to specific plants. Extremely micromanaged plants. And then she's having more trouble with her actual human relationship, which was already suggested by the note where they were like, you looked busy, so I'll come back. What am I missing? Where is the second battery? It might be up there somewhere. Okay, yeah, not a lot of perspective going on with these things. It kind of just does project like right in front of you with a fixed size. It doesn't, if you line up the vertices of like that with that, it doesn't like connect them even if your perspective looks like they're connected. The question is there any part of this thing that I can make copies of that looks like it has a battery on it? Because I don't think there is. Oh. Okay, I have an idea. There we go. You can put the object in the thing you're photographing, because it's not out of bounds, since we have the ability to place multiple things. They're not
That's quite the clever solution.
they're not giving me control over the camera itself, but I can still change what's actually physically in front of it. That's the goddamn puzzle. That's actually clever. That might be the first aha moment of the game where I'm like, ooh.
To the simulation.
The end of the world is all over. Oh, you have a little 2D mouth.
Really. I find you to be quite adventurous and fun.
Is he going to comment on how I don't speak? Is that going to come up at some point? How I just stare longingly at your strange 2D furry little face and don't answer your questions about how my world is on fire.